All right.
Nice.
Okay. It's our first ever dual person video. Yeah, I've never actually done one of these with another person here. So, anyways,
#1 fan, Nick at Night.
yeah, probably seen more of these. She's probably watched more of these than anybody out there. Now we have some dedicated people out there. I can tell. Weirdos, stalkers, crazy people, but all views are appreciated, and I don't hate anybody out there. So either way, we got a lot of stuff we're gonna go over. A lot of cool
We're gonna
stuff.
have some fun tonight.
Yeah. So we have, honestly, it's got some stuff planned out here. So we're gonna go over, kind of ruining a little bit, but I don't think you can see the name of these. But we're gonna go over the top 5 spring scents for men.
Yeah.
We're gonna shotgun some
White Claw knockoffs.
Yeah. What are we gonna call them? We're gonna what?
Hard seltzers.
Yeah. We're gonna be doing some pretty gangster shit here soon. And then we'll talk about, I mean, obviously, we don't need to get too far into everything, but yeah, life. Us, plans, cool shit that's happened. The place, we'll be able to pick this up and kind of show off a little bit, some of the setup and everything, so everything can kind of be, I don't know. I guess last time you saw this, there was really just a couch and a box out here, so we've made some progress. And I was able to do some of it. Jody helped out with some of it, so it's been pretty cool. Nice having her around.
You want to start with the shotgun?
Yeah, I think we should start with the shotgun.
It's
It's like my first time doing this, so I'm a little nervous.
Now, just to be clear, I am not a shotgun master. I have no experience chugging, really. He'll be done in like a second, and you'll see me going for like 15 minutes. But that's okay.
It's okay. I mean, everybody's got to start.
We're
somewhere.
having a good time.
Yes, it's not like, it's not like there's something to brag about.
You want first pick this time? The flavors are not very good, anyways.
Actually, both of these are decent. Obviously, I think this is cool.
So they're not. Well, then take that one because I don't.
You don't like
either of them.
Works out for me, I guess. All right. Do you need me to do the whole fingers?
Yeah, you do it because it'll spray me otherwise.
No, you're gonna be good. I got you.
I have done it before, but it does spray everywhere.
Yeah. So Jody can talk about stuff while I do this. Figure this out.
It's not that hard. You just do it right there. Yeah.
I got you.
You know how to do it.
I like how you're like it's not that hard. I'm just thinking about the timing and just make sure to shake it up.
Ooh, perfect.
So yeah, the secret really is just go really slow in, and then it has that air. It gives that air a chance to kind of shoot out a little bit. So for people out there,
I've never shotgunned before.
Yeah, if you do like a beer, it won't shoot out because there's not that much, I guess, built up shit. But for these girlier drinks, or I guess not girlier,
so
sexist term.
I'll give a little low key explanation. You find like the part where you pull the tab, the little hole, and you go like down from there. And you can use a key, you can use a knife, whatever, and you slowly just kind of poke the hole. And you want the hole to be about quarter sized, maybe.
Yeah, the bigger the hole, the easier it's gonna be to drink out of.
Yeah, so about quarter size hole, and then you want to like hold that up to your mouth, and then you like pop the top, and then you just try to drink it as fast as you can, basically.
Are you just going first, or doing it at the same time?
We're gonna do it at the same time.
Same time. All right, cool.
Yeah, so we have mine ready.
All right, so I'm doing mandarin lime, and she's gonna be doing
pear apple.
Honestly, I don't know how she thinks these sound the same, equally taste wise.
I've tried them both. So this is Vista Bay. This is like Aldi's version of White Claw, basically. And I got these back at like Christmas time in like an advent calendar, and I just like never drank them. So still trying to drink them up like months later.
I'm gonna be honest. I've had a ton of White Claws, and these taste equal or about equal to me. I don't taste the difference.
Like they're okay. Like White Claw is not something you really drink because they taste great.
It's kind of hard to fuck up seltzer, maybe.
Okay, you do a little cheers.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a hole a little bigger.
Okay, hurry up. I'm spilling.
You're spilling?
Hurry
right.
up.
I'll just go with the water hole. All right, we'll just be more challenging. All right.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. You good? There you go. Get that brain juice kind of. Now you get just let it go.
Carbonated.
You got this. Just go all the way back. Just a second. That's weird, but you got this. What a fucking champ. Okay. Proud of you.
It's just hard because, like...
Oh, you gotta nail it.
You
No!
There.
Videos.
Sure.
The internet doesn't forget. Alright. So...
Yeah, it usually takes me about 2 tries to finish one because you have to burp in between. The carbonation like kills you. Okay.
So yeah,
that was our first event. Yeah, we did it. Woo!
We fucking made it. So
we survived.
Yeah, it's like a challenge, every
I warned you, I was not a champ at this, so that's okay. We do that going in.
That's all right. I mean, she's better. We're better at the fragrance thing than this shotgunning.
It's just for fun.
Yeah. All right. So we're talking like top 5 fragrances. These are obviously
for spring.
These are for men. Some are unisex. You could wear these, but honestly, if we had Jody stuff here, we could pick out some like women's stuff.
Now, I wanted to clarify. Like most people lump spring, summer together, fall, winter. But like sometimes there are certain scents that you smell that are just like really green that I feel like are more like specifically spring. Like you think spring, flowers, green stuff, like that kind of thing versus like summer, a little different vibe, fruitier, salty, I don't know, that kind of thing. So
yeah, like when I think of spring, like really what sticks out to me is it's, I think of like just take summer and then I just think of like make it colder, slightly colder. And so really just kind of green, earthy kind of things. Like when I think about green earth type stuff that could kind of do decent in like 60-degree weather, 50 to 60s, rainy days. That's what makes me think of spring. So,
and I will say when it comes to fragrances, out of the two of us, I am much harder to please. Like I am very picky, very picky. He's more like he appreciates like the work that goes into it and like all of the blending notes. And I mean, I appreciate notes and stuff too, but I have a much more like
she's much more picky. So like if she were me, like we swapped positions, she'd probably get rid of like probably half the clones I own. But
yeah, I don't like stuff that smells too mature or like I don't know. I don't like sweet fragrances at all, really, hardly.
I feel like my biggest offense is probably getting sweeter ones.
Scents, yeah.
I get sweeter ones, or I'll try stuff. I think it's because in my mind it's almost like when people buy like a shirt and then they think like, oh, I'll wear this shirt in this one exact scenario, but then that scenario like never happens. So I get colognes where I will wear them, but they're like I'll hold on to stuff thinking I will eventually wear it, and I don't. But yeah, I think she's right.
He's a collector though, so I am not a collector. I only choose fragrances I really, really love, like not like I need to love it. So
yeah, I don't think there's really. I think I agree with her on her opinion on a lot of stuff. I'd say 90% of the time I agree with her on her opinion. There's like a couple scents that I think are just badass that she doesn't like, but really outside that, I agree with her choices.
To be fair, a lot of those fragrances I like, but he oversprays them, and so they're really, really potent, and so like that's not my jam. It's like I would like it if it was sprayed less.
Yeah, like not so like up in your face.
You ready to do this one?
Yeah, that's
okay.
it.
So hold on,
we're
gonna pull this back. No, we're gonna pull this back. We'll do that one last.
You want to do like 1 to 5 or 5?
Yeah, let's start with our best. The one that we both agreed was number 1.
Number 1, yeah.
Number 1 for spring. So we both agreed on this as well. That this was like if you had to pick quintessential spring, green, fresh, like. For a man, not like it could be any of these really. You could. I think fragrances could be unisex for the most part. So
I think none of these are masculine to the point where
a woman couldn't wear it.
Yeah, I would say like Jody's worn.
I've worn most of these.
Probably 3 of these.
Yeah.
And they smell good on her. So none of these are like masculine. Like even though they are marketed as like male fragrances. They're not feminine. I wouldn't say they're like sweet, sugary.
You also have to remember that whatever you spray, like it's going to mingle with your body's chemistry.
Yeah.
So on me, it's naturally just going to smell more feminine anyways. Just mixing with my body chemistry, my pheromones and stuff. So.
No, I agree. But yeah,
Okay, we'll start with number 1. You ready?
Yeah. You want to do it?
Okay, so we both agreed on this. This is Creed, one of my absolute favorite brands of his. If you had to pick like 2 brands of his that I just absolutely love, I love the Creed ones, and I love Parfums de Marly. Like, I just love their stuff. It's so good. But this one is the green Irish tweed. Here, I'll kind of like come a little closer.
Yeah, and we'll have the video will get better because once we're done doing the fragrances, we'll put the laptop on the thing so you guys can see.
Well, this is a black bottle. It's kind of hard to see, like matte black. But
yeah.
Do you want to like talk about like the notes and like what you smell? Like,
so yeah, like we can always go over like what we
like a little bit. Like,
so I mean the notes on this.
One?
So this is just like to me. I mean the notes. I mean you can always break down each note, but it's kind of like to me this reminds me of. It's called green Irish tweed, and it's exactly what it makes me. It makes me think of an Irish countryside. If I could smell what I'm like going through a field, like a field of grass in the Irish countryside. That's what I think.
Yeah, it is very green. It's probably his most green like fragrance.
It's by far the most green thing I've ever purchased.
Yeah, it smells like it just smells so good though too. Like
it's really well blended. It's just I don't think I have anything that smells like it. So there's really nothing out there.
There really is not. No.
Even though I say like grass, it's like the classiest, sexiest. Way. It's like timeless grass. Like if you were to like you could be a king walking through the countryside, and this is like what you would smell like.
It's probably classy. It's very classy. I'll say that. Like, I mean, the description is perfect. Green Irish tweed, because it smells green. Like, and like that green in a way, like, you know, I've been to Ireland twice. Like when you go there, it almost looks like a coloring book because it's so green and like just gorgeous, right?
Yeah.
But then like tweed, because it's classy. Classy is very timeless. It's upscale, that kind of vibe. Yeah. Like I love this. This is his spring scent.
Yeah, it's just a timeless scent. I think it's just I don't know. Like I said, if I could say spring was in a bottle, it would be that or close to the second one we're about to pick. I think these are the two. This is like when I think of spring, I think of these two right here. Obviously, there's others like we're about to go over.
He and I will disagree on 2 and 3. Like, I think they should be switched. I think.
Which one do you think should be 2?
I think the other Creed one should be, but I love his Creed scent, so I'm a little bit impartial. I think this one could be all year round.
Yeah, I think
both of them.
No, I think you're right. I think anybody could switch these between.
Yeah,
I think you could interchange them. Yeah, like I don't disagree with really the order of any of these because they all kind of give me a spring vibe.
I think the only thing we really agreed on was this is number 1.
No, yeah, sure. I like that. And then so number 2, this is one.
This one. I love this.
Acqua di Gio, Giorgio Armani, Acqua di Gio Profumo. Really, what got me. This wasn't a favorite of mine. But Jody, every time I'd wear it, Jody would always be like, "Oh, that smells so good." So then,
literally,
as I hung out with her,
every single time, he like kept track of it too. Every time he would wear this, he would get compliments from me, and I'd be like,
"So yeah, I mean, so I'm hanging out with her.
Like it smells so good, like
yeah." So I'm trying to please Jody, so I'm gonna wear it more, you know. And so for me, it kind of
time now because of me.
So yeah, it grew on me. It's just a really cool bottle. It's not.
This is probably like number 1 like complimented fragrance from me.
From Jody, yeah.
To him, yeah. So
this is the one that like every time I wear this, she likes this. It's not the best scent I've ever smelled, but it's one that I think you could wear this year round. Definitely, I think it's a versatile scent. But if I had to think, where is this gonna shine? What season is this best in? I couldn't say winter. I couldn't say fall. You could rock this in the summer, yes, but there's better. There's better. I'd rather go with the original Acqua di Gio or the Profondo or the original. This, I thought, when I think of this, I think it's rainy, 60 degrees. It's a little windy and it's a little rainy. And I think like I'm throwing that on and putting a jacket on, and I'm thinking like that's what I'm picturing in my mind. Or you throw on like a white shirt and a blazer. You throw that on, and you can go drive around. You know, go out to lunch or dinner. It's just good. It's so
good.
It's all year round. That one's more
to
like
me. I would say, yeah, definitely a year-round scent. I think the reason he's saying that is because it has very like aqua notes,
It's
literally in the notes, Aqua di Gio, right? So,
yeah, it's got the aqua seaside kind of vibe, but then it takes patchouli and incense. It kind of it doesn't sound like it would. It doesn't sound like it would be good, but they blend.
Oh my gosh, I love those though.
Yeah, they blend
I
that
love
in.
patchouli, so and I love like all of those notes you just mentioned.
So it's like very green. It takes what would normally be an aquatic scent and they make it green. So this is what their take on it.
So like for me, the reason I love this so much is I love all of those notes you just mentioned. I'm a sucker for patchouli. I love that, but I don't like sweet. I wouldn't say this is sweet at all. It's not. It's very fresh, but it's like a deep fresh like scent. I would say it's clean. You have the aquatic notes like oceany a little bit, but like
it's a little
like
mature.
A classy twist to it.
It's like slightly mature, but not like old man mature. Like
no, definitely not. This is
like I'm a businessman.
I'm definitely getting like you would be wearing a suit.
Yeah.
Like, or, like dressed up a little nicer. Like, you're not going to be,
like, you're not wearing this to party. Like, you're wearing it to, like,
for, like, a dinner date, like, to a business meeting, like.
Like, you're doing adult shit when you wear that.
Yeah. Like, this is, it's nice. It's kind of like how I explained to him with my scents. I don't want it to smell too mature. I want it to smell like I'm 32. I want it to smell like a sexy 32-year-old woman, right? Yeah. So this is like the man version of that, Yeah. Like this is like I'm a young man. I want to smell like I don't want to smell like a teen boy, right? I don't want to smell. What are your young scents? You have Tommy Hilfiger.
Yeah, like there is an OG. Yeah, you can wear young stuff like some Abercrombie and Fitch type.
It's like you don't want to smell that young. You don't want to smell that young, but you don't want to smell like super mature either.
Like there's a mix. Like you don't want to smell like a teenager, and you don't want to smell like grandpa.
You want to smell like sexy.
You want to smell. Yeah, you want to be in the middle of that. Like you're
in your prime. You're going out. You're seeing beautiful women. Like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I love this one. This would probably be out of all of his fragrances most complimented for sure. I love this one.
Yeah.
He'll never not have this one.
True. Yeah, she sold me on it. So
okay, you're getting number 3.
I did number 2. She did number 3 though.
Okay, so pretty much, like I said, Creed in general, like his one of his favorite fragrances, like top picks, is Creed Aventus. He loves that one.
Yeah.
I love some of the others. Like all of the others, if you had to pick one house, it would be Creed. So this one here is the Silver Mountain Water, is what this is called. Now, this one, when I smell this, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful scent, but in like a man way. Okay, but like it makes me think. Like I've worn this many times because I love how it smells. Like when he and I described this one, like imagine like British tea time, right? Because it has a tea.
I get like a metallic tea vibe for me.
Metallic.
That's what I get.
Metallic for me, but
I think like an inky. Like an ink and tea.
No,
I don't know why.
I smell like black tea, like a British black tea. Like it has that herby.
You're right. Like it's very tea.
It's herby. It's well blended. It has a lot of I don't know. It's beautiful. And it's almost like
it's not gotta like smell. So I can just like.
Is it creamy? Creamy a little bit. Creamy vibes.
I just get like a very tea vibe. Like very like classy, kind of sexy.
Like tea. Classy tea time. That's the best way to like explain.
And it changes too, so it's like not even like the big. The opening is sorry, I meant to cuss.
Like I literally like when I imagine this, I imagine I'm wearing like a white button-up shirt and like a sweater vest and like some sharp-looking glasses, and I'm going to have like tea and biscuits kind of vibe, like.
Yeah, this is like spring in a bottle, but like in a whole nother way than the other Creed. It's
because this is green. This is not green at all. There's no green in this, I wouldn't say.
I don't know what this reminds me of.
It has spices, like tea spices.
It's definitely.
It has a spice to it.
It's like if the other one is a king walking in the Irish countryside, then just an all grass field. That's the original, like the Green Irish Trade. This is like 300 years later. Like somebody like sitting in their castle, like having tea, with their fucking
butler.
Yeah, like they're having some fancy dinner, and they're like sitting there drinking like this is what I imagine when they're pouring the tea into their cup while they're having a discussion with their, when they're whatever the hell they're doing, like they're talking about, Parliament shit or whatever. It's just like what I imagine it smells like in the room.
But I could just see wearing this, like I said, with a sweater vest. It's raining outside. Like, have the fireplace going. Like, I could just see that in the spring.
Yeah, I don't do as well as describing this. Greenish Tweed is just really great at describing. This one is just it's tea, it's spring. It also gives me the 60-degree.
Now, to be fair, this one I feel like you could wear almost year round. Probably not in winter. Winter. It's like a 3-seasoner. So spring, summer, fall, potentially.
Yeah.
Anytime there's like rain.
100%. Like anytime it's a little chilly.
Yeah, like a 3-season.
A warm winter day maybe, but really you really want to pull this off.
For rain.
Probably like the 40 to 65 degrees.
Maybe even like spring/fall when it's like rainy.
This is good, and it's kind of like it's drying down a little bit.
It's good, yeah.
And so we'll go into the next one here. This one, Chanel Allure Home Edition Blanche. But this is kind of like, this is one, it really is just kind of lemon.
It's very lemony.
Yeah, lemon pie. Lemon meringue pie. Or was it the kind of pie?
Yeah.
Yeah, lemon meringue pie. So it's like a mix of like a fresh soapy, a mix of like fresh soap and lemon pie. Lemon meringue pie is what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like kind of like this.
It is very lemony.
So really kind of where I get.
But like clean lemon.
It's like you're cleaning your place, and it's just like spring cleaning. It reminds me of spring cleaning.
Yeah, I get that.
So I would say this is not a sexy scent by any means.
It's a very fresh scent.
This is a very white t-shirt. Yeah, it just reminds me like lemon meringue pie.
Yeah, I like the lemon meringue pie thing because it is a little bit like there's a
whipped cream and
some at the end, just like very lightly, but you still get the tartness. Like nothing is taking away that tartness.
So it's just like, it reminds me of like spring cleaning. It reminds me of driving around like in a white t-shirt. It's nothing.
Very white t-shirt.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's like, it's not going to blow you away or anything, but it's definitely spring. I could say if there's any season that's going to thrive in.
Like if you want like the man version of like, spring, lemon, fruity, like the man version of that, it's definitely this. Like if you want something that's like fruity, but it's not like super girly, I guess, like, this has the masculine notes to it. So like, yeah.
Yeah, I like this. Again, I definitely like the other three more than this. Mm-hmm. And honestly, I would say this could have been number 5. It definitely could have been for me. You could interchange this with our 5th pick because this is nothing that like, I mean, I'm just being honest. Like it is definitely spring, and some people will love this. Some people will love. If you like
lemon, you're gonna love it.
Yeah, some people will love this. I'm honestly, I respect it for what it is, and that's why it's on this list. But I would say it's not a personal. I would not reach for this.
I probably wouldn't have a read
that often. But I'd have to say I couldn't really put anything else on the list over it for spring. We're talking straight up spring.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways.
And specifically like spring for men, I feel like it's hard to find scents for. Like you can do spring, summer.
It's a little better, I think, like on there. Like a little better.
Yeah, that is better.
It gets better.
It's better on. You can smell almost like a candy.
Yeah, it gets a lot better.
Smell.
Yeah, like spring. This is one of those ones that's like
spring for men is hard. Like summer for men is easier because you have all those aquatic scents. But specifically spring, I think is difficult.
It's a lot better on the skin. This is one of those ones. This is one of these ones, or this is one that is it's really decent on skin. But it just kind of lacks that like. It's like if you could reach for anything, you're not.
It's fun. It's a fun scent.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's kind of gives me like a little fruit vibe.
Yeah, I get a little fruity.
But you know what?
Fruity pebbles.
Would definitely say I think Jody was kind of reach for this. I honestly,
I'm excited
this
for
might even
this
be
next
4.
one. I'm excited for this next one. Okay,
So we'll go with that one.
I said on our picks we had to have a budget like friendly option because all of these are what, like a couple $100?
No, this is 400. This is 120. This is 400, and this is 150.
So yeah, they're all. I mean,
None of them.
you're spending a chunk on all of these, and this one is how much?
That is retail. It's probably like 40 or 50, but you could probably get it like 20 or 30.
Right. Yeah. So this one, is like well under half, if not like a tenth of what these ones are. So this is a lot less expensive. This one is called Clinique Happy for Men. You got this in like a set, didn't you?
Yeah. So you can see we have the 4.2 ounce.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's 430. It's too crazy. That's kind of
this one is literally, it's called Clinique Happy for Men. And when I smell this one, I mean, happy is exactly what it smells like. Like, it smells happy. Like, it makes you happy to smell it.
Yeah, I really am surprised by how much I like this because I own so many different scents, like of different prices and houses and stuff like that. And I'll be honest with you, I really didn't know what to think with something called Clinique Happy. You know what I mean? Like what was that really going to smell like? It wasn't that expensive. Clinique really isn't known to be, like, for me, I've been following fragrances for years. I've never heard of Clinique even having a cologne.
Like, as soon as he sprayed this one and I smelled it, I was like, spring. It's perfect for spring. It smells. Yeah. I don't even know if you can really smell it on me right now. It doesn't break down too much.
Yeah, and this is the problem with this one. Would probably just strength. Really, it's just it. Yeah. And honestly, it can be something you go nose blind to pretty quick. But
it has I think when I very first smell it, it has a very strong alcohol opening.
Yeah,
and you have to let it set. Yeah, you have to let it set in and like dry on. But
with the others, like with more these kind of higher end scents, when you spray them, they don't use the alcohol to dry down. They have more natural ingredients, so they rely less on alcohol. And so Clinique is a little cheaper, yes. So they do have a little bit more of an alcohol vibe when you spray it, but when it dries down,
it smells amazing. Like when he was explaining it, like it smells so orangey, like fresh cut oranges.
Yeah, it's like an orange, kind of like a zest. Like an orange zest, but it does. I'll be honest with you, it lives up to its name. It says Clinique Happy, and I'll be honest. When I spray this on, I'm instantly in a much more positive mood. I feel it's almost like when people have like essential oils or like a routine they like to do.
That's what I was thinking. It reminds me very much of like when you use like orange or like even sweet orange essential oils, and stuff, and you smell it in the air. It kind of like gives that vibe a little bit. And then, like, when you use orange, like, or even sweet orange essential oils, you use that for, like, waking up, like, mood lifting, like, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely, it gives that vibe, like, that fresh cut orange, just happy, citrus, fruity. I don't know. I really like it.
Yeah, I think it lives up to its name.
We just got this one too. Like
I've worn it a lot for like, for only having it like a week. I mean, when you have like 76 bottles or whatever the hell I own now, it's like it's hard. Yeah, it's hard to pick like, oh, I just bought this one for like, $30 or $40. It's hard to pick that, but it's been pretty nice. It's a nice little dumb reach. Like I take a shower, I hop out, I'm like, oh, you know what? Let's throw on some Clinique Happy.
I like his gift set he got too, actually, because it comes with like this like face scrub, and it's like super grainy, like sand, but that's what you want when you get an
exfoliating. Yeah, exfoliating.
Yeah, like honestly, if you're gonna get those, like get the set. I would recommend getting the set. It was.
I haven't used the body wash. I don't think.
But the body wash kind of has the same smell. Yeah. I wouldn't get it for the body wash, but for the face scrub and for this, I would. Yeah.
It was pretty cool. It was a good deal. And it was a cool little box. So, I mean, I highly recommend it. It's, and again, in any season, this is really the season it's going to
definitely spring. And this is our budget spring pick. So.
Yeah. And then honestly, it could be number 4. I may. No, I can't do that. The quality of the smell is just a little too.
Yeah, because this is going to last you a lot longer, like, throughout the day than this is. This might last you, what, like 2 hours?
Yeah.
like 2 hours.
Chanel's gonna last you all day. And to be honest with you, what's fun about this, you can take a shower, throw this on before bed, where I'm not gonna want to wear Chanel before bed. You know what I mean? It just makes fucking wasting it. This, it's cheap enough. You can kind of fucking spray it in your room if you want your room to smell better. Who knows? It's affordable enough. You can do it. Either way, we're gonna move these colognes out of the way, and then we'll put the camera on here so you can see us a little better.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be fun. You see Jody's beautiful face.
And the T-shirt Nick bought special because
that's funny.
A lot of people don't know this, but I'm the one that coined the name for his little videos. I called them Nick at Night.
Actually, completely true. And let's go ahead and show you the place real quick before we get too weird. Yeah. So we'll kind of, how do we do this? You know what I mean? Yeah, you can do whatever you want. So we can see the TV. Jody's much more of a better host at this.
No, this is your show, Nick at Night.
It's my show.
This isn't Jody at Night.
Yeah, anyways, we cleaned up all this stuff over here, so check it out. So we got that cleaned up. We got Bob got moved over here. He's unfortunate now. He holds jackets. Can we do a shot?
Yeah, we'll do a shot together.
No, we'll do a shot. Just look at that. If I would ask that before this video, I might not have been able to. But Jody's in a good mood, so let's do it. And not that she's in a bad mood. Oh wait, they don't serve dishes.
Well, I don't drink a lot, to be honest. So.
It is fun though. I'm having a good time here. So you can see. Oh, that's actually that's gonna be fresh. Or like shake it up a little bit. I think you can spin it upside down.
I can shake it up.
Just weird, crazy baby. Oh, do you want to do the little mixer thing, or just pour it in and do it?
Oh, I'm just gonna pour it in.
Okay, I'll grab a little spoon or something.
We'll make it weird.
That's why it tastes weird.
No, I think it tastes weird because that caramel juice was a little funky.
You try it? Take a sip of it?
Let me take a sip of it.
Yeah, this one I actually just the day after. That's good. Yeah. Okay. It's unsweetened, so it's kind of more natural taste. Okay. Not too bad.
I figure it's our weekend.
Yeah.
I don't work tomorrow, so.
I'm gonna work a couple hours, so it's not too bad.
Cheers. What do you want to cheers to?
Well, we're on the video. Yeah, cheers.
Good night.
Yeah. So this video, hopefully not something too weird. And
fun times.
Yeah, you know what? Just the videos are fun. Life's good.
Yeah.
We're live.
Here we go.
Let me try to swallow my gum. Ooh. I'm telling you, the pineapple juice brings out. I don't know. It almost makes the Tito's not taste as smooth as it normally is. So the Tito's is smooth.
I think it needs to be cold. I think the Tito's needs to be cold. That's the problem.
That's probably you're probably right. Oh yeah. So let's show. So here, we'll just hold it all the way up. Not everything's perfectly clean, but it's a little better. So the TV's in there. They got the couch in there. Got the other TV in there, and we got the view, obviously. You can see the rest of everything else kind of set up.
Flip it around so they can see the fireplace in your backlight.
Oh yeah, here we go. Oh shit! Oops. The light's a little bright, but that's kind of cool. Little vibe we got back there. We're gonna put some TV lights behind the actual TV, like little whatever lights.
All right, you did your tour.
Yeah.
You gonna do your little normal discussion? You want to be on your normal side, or you want the other side?
Oh, yeah. I'm always on the right. Really, or no, I'm not. Only on the couch I'm on the right. Everything else in life I'm on the left. That comes to everything, really.
That's kind of funny. We kind of briefly talked about which side of the couch do we want, and I don't know. I think he wanted that side so he could be closer to
I want her to be closer to the window, and I'm usually getting up and getting her stuff, so it made sense for me to I just like to grab her water or a snack or something. So
he gets up more than me, so he wanted that side, and I don't know. I just kind of gravitated to this side so I can be by the view and everything. Oh, did you show the little? Grab your little thing.
Oh yeah, the little. So Jody, great idea.
This is so cute. I freaking love
this. Best ideas
so
ever.
This is called a couch caddy, and we bought it from Amazon. It was $20-$30 or something. But you can put drinks in it. It has a spot so you can even do coffee mugs. All of your remotes.
You take the hold that real quick. So yeah, you can kind of see. So it's a little leather. It's actually leather,
Yeah.
and then it has a little spot for like cups, and then coffee cups, remotes,
And
all that good stuff. So.
I wanted this because I didn't want to get a coffee table because I would take up like all this free space. And like this, you know, we can have it in the middle, and like these are electric recliners and stuff. So it'd be like the movie theater, and you can go to the movie theater and stuff. And so we have our drinks in the middle and our snacks and stuff. And then if we wanted to, we could set that down on the floor, and like it's just easy to move. And it doesn't take up a lot of space. So.
No, that makes sense. How far are we in here? Oh, okay. We got like a little bit more. So we can't do that one much longer. But we got about 5-10 minutes, so we can do that.
You want to do your updates?
Yeah. I mean, really just me and Jody worked things out. And so it's been really cool. Most of it spent a lot of time with her. And I mean, that's kind of been really... most of what I've been doing is just kind of working things out and getting the place together and kind of, planning school stuff and just, you know, kind of figuring things out. And so, you know, I'm getting back into school myself here soon. She's been doing school actively. And so just working around, you know, trying to figure out the way to balance things out. And so, you know, it takes work. You know, there are going to be times that are like, I would say are not as exciting as other times. I would say that's the biggest challenge you're going to have. Yeah. And I think there's challenges that every relationship has. You know, we've been through a lot. There's been ups, there's been downs, obviously. But the thing is, I feel like we're always kind of surviving through them and learning lessons. And, you know, I think that's what's kind of cool about it is I feel like we just learned a lot, really, I think. And for me, you know, the biggest thing with life really lately has just been just kind of figuring out how to, you know, how are we going to figure out how to do work and school and balance the relationship and still be sweet and have fun and everything like that. And so, you know, I mean, the goal is really just take it day by day. And I feel like just look at each decision and just think like, you know, what can I do to make things a little better. You know, when I think about making a decision, you know, you're going to take your partner into that decision. So like when I'm like, oh, you know, even small shit.
Not about you anymore.
Yeah. And so we've been talking about, you know, Jody also coming in here, you know, moving in here, which would be super cool, you know, and just making space. And so there's always compromises to stuff. You're always going to, you know, you don't want to be in one of those relationships like where, you know, you try to just make the other person, you know, lose everything, right? That's not it. You want to make it to where, you know, you give up something so that they can get something and kind of meet in the middle. Maybe I'm not using the best wording for that.
No,
but basically,
good way.
Yeah, like the place is good size, but it's not like a mansion. And so,
well, he has a roommate too who is going to be around more as well. Which,
yeah.
I mean, I've known David as long as I've known Nick almost, and you know, David is a really good guy, and he and I get along well, I think. So
yeah, my friends are like family. You know what I mean? So like they're not like these people I just met, you know, 2-3 years ago. So like when it comes to my friends, they're like family, and they will always treat Jody with the same respect. You know. That,
I love David. Like, you know, I would never want you guys to not live together. You know, like.
Well, yeah, and it's weird because, like I said, we're like it's always like we're adults. You know, why would you do that?
I think
family. Yeah, it's like his family. You know what I mean? And she knows.
I view all of that.
She knows him. He's like a little brother. She knows who he is. He's just. I love him, but he would do a lot better.
I love David too.
Yeah, he does a lot better having a place to come. You know, where he trusts the people and. But yeah, he also has some really good news coming up too. So we'll have a lot of cool stuff to talk about with him. He recently, you know,
he could be your next Nick at Night guest.
Yeah, we'll get him on here actually.
Oh my god, he would love it. He would love it.
But he'd do really well on these. I think he'd do a lot better than me actually. On my own.
He's very charismatic. Yeah.
He's funny. He has a lot to say. He's just some of the stuff he says can kind of.
He's a little off the wall sometimes.
Yeah,
that's okay.
He'd be a good comedian, I think. To be honest. But no, life, like I said, it's just been a matter of, you know,
Did you say what you were going to school for?
I I think I did on the last video. It's cyber and data protection security information.
Basically, cybersecurity.
Yeah, cybersecurity and data analysis protection, whatever. But yeah.
And T-Mobile's paying for all of it, which is good. That's something that the company does for
Yeah.
their employees.
And then I'm going to be looking to try to get. I still want to try to get a second job, just because I want to do something in person. But yeah, I mean,
you've been on the phone for so long, and you do get burnt out doing that.
Yeah, and I've been doing it for so long. It's just like whatever. I mean, the money's solid, but it's like
that's how Nick and I met. Was at T-Mobile. I had been there. I worked at T-Mobile for like 2 years. Amazing company, wonderful. I don't have anything bad to say. It just things changed when COVID happened, and I had a lot of things going on with my dad not being well, and just. Yeah, it was a lot all at once, and going back to school as well. So just overwhelming, and I just needed to change. And so, yeah, when all that COVID stuff happened, I just couldn't. I naturally have depression, in my life, and so just being at home all of the time, between work and just my off time and stuff, I needed something besides that. So I decided to do in-home caregiving, which I've done in the past. And that's worked out really well between that and school, and
I think it's a good balance.
Yeah. And that was the biggest factor, I think, for me, was work-life balance. And so Nick will learn a little bit of what I had to learn about work-life balance, and being able to have time to go to the gym and get out of the house and all of that. Which I think being able to go back to the center, the T-Mobile call center, I think will be really good for you.
No, yeah. The job's completely different than, not being in person versus like out of person. So like even for her, I could understand when she left was like, it's depressing to like when you're not feeling it to like have to log in and do all that shit and just know that you're not feeling it already at the start, to know that you have to do another, 10, 12 hours of it. And so it can grate on you, to be honest. And it's a balancing act, and nobody wants to have to balance the paperwork for FMLA and the therapy and the stress the job brings when the rewards are sometimes not worth it. And I can agree with that. And so I could understand somebody leaving it, because it's.
And he has let's see, you also have other news, your dental appointment tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Tomorrow? Yeah, going to the dentist today. I mean, we're going to the dentist in like 9 hours, I think. So.
Yeah.
Gonna be exciting. Not at all, actually.
He's not excited about this one.
This
one is not good. You're getting what it's called, a descaling.
Yeah, it's like a deep root cleaning. So they like dig under your gums and clean all the shit out, and they dig pretty much just clean every piece of plaque off your teeth entirely, and then they go under your gums and clean out all the shit, the plaque and shit too.
It does not sound fun. It's actually really painful.
No, it sucks. Yeah, it sucks.
He's gonna be really sore from that for a while.
Yeah, it's all good.
But the good news is this is his last step that you need to do before you can get the Invisalign, right?
Yeah. So I do this, and then I let my gums heal for like usually a month or two, and you go back and you can start an Invisalign process.
Yeah, so this is his last little step, and then he can do the Invisalign and
get back to having him smile I want. You can talk more about your stuff, because we only got we got 1 minute left. Actually, we have 1 minute left because the video cuts off at 45.
Oh, okay. What do you want to talk about?
Where are we going? It's life. You have a minute. Take a minute.
Put the pressure on me.
I'm sorry. The video, it went by fast, didn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I felt like I
doing a lot of fun stuff. That's why.
I feel like I did a shot. We went over some colognes, and then showed the living room, and it felt like 15 minutes. Maybe that was me. Maybe I don't know. 45 minutes went by pretty fast. Wait, how much time do we have? Oh yeah, we're gonna run. I've got 1 minute left.
Well, how about we say goodnight? Do your little thing, your little heart thing, you like.
Oh yeah, you can do it. You can do it. Thank you if you watch these. As always super appreciative. It's nice to have our first guest on here. Amazing, beautiful, very beautiful. Love her. Do our little hearts, and then, and that's pretty much it.
Okay.
And then I think I should kiss on the cheek. Yeah, I'm going to end this one. Oh, sweet. But yeah, that's really it. I think we'll do a little more stuff, I think, later on. But yeah, for now, we just wanted to get one out here.
Forward to David. Good night.
Yeah, I think they are done. It runs out here.